M0FXB, welcome to my channel. This is the President Lincoln 2 Plus 10 meter and 12 meter, and as it says here, amateur radio. So why did I choose this one? Well, I really searched around at different models and they varied in price, and there's quite a few out there that are reasonably good for under £200. But what I liked about this one is it had every single feature that all the other ones had. So this one on Amazon was £261. You can change the LED. It's 10 and 12 meter, but yes, you can add 11 meters. You have to add a 1K resistor to modify, but the modification is really straightforward. I've also got myself a cigarette lighter adapter. So it's a lot easier when you've got that, especially if I want to put it in the car. And the box is very nice, isn't it? It comes with, it says here, 2 and 3 year warranty. It's made by President themselves, engineered to the very best. What else are they saying? There's your different colors, look. Like so. Let's have a quick look. Pretty much repeating the same thing. It does have the word CB on there as well, and there are some CB sort of functions on here, and all of us were on the CB once. Very rare I've met someone that said they didn't use CB when it was worth using. And I suppose, you know, there are still some really good operators out there as well. And you've got the black and white, that's the microphone there. And the rear of the case, look, power, antenna, Vox, CW key, data. Hopefully I can program this using a cable. I don't think the cable's connected. So let's take it out the box. And the good thing about Amazon, if you really don't like it, you can just send it back. That's what I like about Amazon. Now, I don't buy things wanting to send them back. I always buy things to keep. Okay. I always look after the boxes. I recommend you do that because one day you might want to sell it. I've actually got myself an antenna over there, magnetic antenna, which I can put on the car as well. They're very, CB antennas are not expensive at all, even the silver rod type ones. So let's just take this out. Oh, I get a nice sticker. There you are. Probably put it on the top of the case. Instruction manual. Black and white. I prefer it in colour. I mean, it's a colourful radio, but yeah. Plenty to learn about there. A lot of the functions we're going to be familiar with. In the little side box here. Power cable, which as I said, I'm going to add to the cigarette lighter adapter. I think this one does about 30 or 40 watts. Obviously, if you're transmitting on any band, you need to check that you have the right license to do that. So yeah, brackets and for the car, mobile bracket, and for the microphone. And here is the microphone. I actually didn't know what the microphone looks like. Now, I think people do tend to upgrade to a power microphone on these devices. I think it's needed, you know, when it comes to SSB. Up and down key there, and it looks like it's a 6-pin. Yeah, 6-pin microphone, mobile bracket. Yeah, nice strong mobile bracket. Yeah, no problem with that. And you've got the turn knobs at each end that you're going to need as well. Get that in there properly. Power. See if we can lift this out. Grab the plastic casing. So we just get this out of the way. Like so. Okay. So size-wise, it's actually about the size I remember of the CB SSB type devices from the 80s. It's about the size of sort of multi-mode radios. If you remember the different multi-mode radios that were out. Yeah, it's very nice looking, definitely very nice. If you like a gadget with lots of buttons, good quality. It's got a heat vent on there. PL259, there's the key to subscribe, power cord that's going to go in there. So let's get the power lead in there, like so. Only goes in one way round. And then we'll get the antenna that we've got. It's just a small Maggie mount. It was only £16. Now I'm sure there's much better antennas. I do have a Thunderbolt, but it's in the loft. Thunderpole. It's in the loft. It's not very good, to be honest. I'm not expecting to receive anyone here, but what I will do is poke this antenna out the window and see if we can just receive something. I mean, my long wire will receive 11 meters. I've got a 66-foot long wire. I've tested it on my other radio. Okay, probably going to be better with the stand-ons because it will hold it up, I would say. We've got the antenna connected, the power. Let's get the stand on there. You do get 4 of these rubber sticky things. So there's 4 of them. Well, that's what's confusing me, that there's 4, but I think it makes sense if you look at the power bracket, that they're going to go between the bracket and the radio. So will it be on both sides? I'll have to watch a video. It looks like they come out, those bits come out. So that's what I think it is. So let's just concentrate on getting this fired up. I think we can worry about the bracket at another time, I reckon. Right, got that all zoomed in. Let's plug in our microphone. So as I said, it's 6 pin. So you want to see the little lug at the bottom to match with the lug at the bottom of that. So push that in carefully. Try not to push any of the buttons front and back. You don't want to damage them when you're pushing. So that slid on quite nicely. And just check the power supply is on. 12 volt, and you know, I mean, this is a 30 amp power supply, which I think you should get a 30 amp. They're not expensive, and you know it's going to cover everything very well. Okay, so let's turn it on. I literally don't know nothing about this. What I do know is that it needs a modification if you're going to use it on the CB bands, and that's why I talked about the 1K resistor that you put in. So you are going to have to get your soldering iron out for that. So we know nothing. We don't even know how to turn this on. So let's just turn the volume. There's the volume on, and we're just showing. Now, as you change channel, so we'll get the squelch down, leave the power at the top. Is there any, I bet you there's an auto squelch. Probably need to turn that off. But that's okay. Let's just, as you can see, as you change channel, it's 2 or 3 clicks before you actually change the number. So you can go in between the channels. Channel up and down here as well. Oh, that does change the whole channel. So you've got this sort of in between and the channel. Channel here. Clarifier. Mic gain settings here. You've got RF gain and mic gain. So I've turned them all the way around for now. Vox. We're going to go through the bands. Split mode. On off. Scan. Starts to scan. Noise blanker, which is showing up here. Roger beep on and off, that's a CB thing. Emergency channel 9. So that's saying indicator set. So that's 13. That looks like a voltage thing. It's either volts or that. I probably can change that. Mode. So look, USB. It'd be USB that I use at the most, but FM, USB, LSB. So let's go through the bands. So our band number, the band number changes here, number 6. We'll go down. We'll go with the channels. That's band 6. Oh, it's not, it's A, B, C, look. So we'll start off at A. We were at A. A. So there you go. That's 24 megs and going up by the looks of it. Goes straight to 28 from 24. Band again, 28.3. I wonder if this has got an SWR meter or not. You can actually set this radio so that if the SWR is too high, it won't transmit. Okay, we've got an idea of the bands. Now we know about Vox, mode, we know split. So let's go to menu. You hold it. There you are. I know that menu, if you convert it, you have to go to the one that's called CB. Well, there's a colour, we can do that. Oh wow, that looks pretty smart in blue. And green. All the colours look amazing. I'd say that the green is probably my favourite one in real life. I thought I'd like the orange, but in real life, it does time out. And this is the CB. No, I shouldn't call it a CB. This is a 10 meter, 12 meter, and if you want 11 meter CB. It's a dream radio, of course. Check what you're allowed to do in your country. Don't break the rules. But if you're receiving, I can't see a big problem. Let's hold down the menu again. Cycle through. Color, brightness. Up and down, just says, I'm not sure what that will do. No, all that means nothing to me. CD, reset, well that, yeah, beep. So there's a nice manual with this radio. I'd say it's got the sound of this kind of radio that you would expect. Speaker is underneath. So that's it, that's the unboxing. See that SRF, is that the automatic? No, it's RF. Let's just check. RF gain here. That looks like that's the RF gain, mic gain. Oh look, you do see that change, the mic gain. You're not seeing a change on the RF gain. Automatic squelch, you push, not really sure. I think you can push this button, look. So look at that, see the way it moves the cursor across? Alright, thanks for watching my channel, the unboxing of the Lincoln 2 Plus. I think it looks fantastic. It's going to take me a few weeks to get some USB contacts here on 10 or 12 meters. 7.3, bye for now, all the best.